Hey, my name is Jeff Nail. I'm a worship and arts pastor at Heights Community Church in Collinsville, Illinois. And I have been a part of Harvest back in 2005, at the end of 2005, all the way to about 2009. And so I was able to go on multiple summer trips, multiple conferences I was a part of. I played electric guitar. I led worship from time to time. I was able to drive the van and the trailer around and drive our teams. And so I had a whole lot of fun learning and growing with other people, what it was like to lead worship, not only just a band and a team to provide worship music, but to learn how to engage with skits and with other opportunities of lessons and engaging people in relationship, kids, students, and even adults as we would go and minister at their churches. And so I had an awesome opportunity to do that just with my time serving with Harvest. And one of the things that I remember, my first recollection of Harvest was, I believe, listening to a tape of Harvest with my sisters. I have two older sisters, and they brought home a tape from church camp of the team that led their worship. And I was like, what is this? I loved it. And as I got older and was able to go to church camp, my first impression of church camp was sitting at a cafeteria, and this 20-somethings guy with glasses sits down and just starts engaging me in conversation. Like, who are you? How are you doing? Where do you live? Things like that. And I was like, wow, I've never had a 20-something person really engage me like that. And so it was a fun little lunch, and then we moved into the tabernacle, and all of a sudden that same guy with glasses got up and grabbed a guitar and started leading the entire tabernacle with music and worship. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is the same guy that I sat by at lunch. And I was centered into what was going on. You see, before camp, my mom told me, hey, Jeff, you do know you're going to church camp where they're going to have church service every night, and you don't really do well in church. So how are you going to do that at camp? And I was like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. They have basketball, right? And so the worship centered me in, allowed me to focus, allowed me to be engaged. And just for that person with glasses, who happened to be Jackson Price, he welcomed me in and pursued me and just asked who I was and started that relationship with me. And so as I grew and even into the high school, I was feeling called into ministry. And I felt God was saying, hey, I think you need to be a part of Harvest and to sing and to play your instrument. I learned the guitar. And I wanted to go to a school that was close to Harvest, that I could be a part of Harvest and learn and figure out how to navigate the call into ministry. And so I was able to meet up with Tim and Suzanne and get to be a part of the team. And I've met so many friends, and still to this day work with a lot of the people that I got to meet through Harvest. And so I love the partnership that I've had and what they have done in my life, just pouring into me different skills and resources and the heart for what it looks like to follow after the Lord and to seek Him first and to praise Him through song and to lead others to that point. And so I have loved Harvest, and they have continued to be a big part of my story and my life. And so I'm super thankful for what they're going to continue to do over the next years of ministry.